Hi there, it's Victoria from fbadqueen.com, and I'm sure you've been noticing many changes on Facebook over the last couple of weeks and last couple of months. Really, we've seen a whole transformation of the Facebook platform for all its advertising and marketing opportunities. And a few weeks ago, I did show you the new Facebook Ads Creator, and it seems that they've built even further on that, so I wanted to take this opportunity to run through the detail that's now in the new Facebook Ads Creator, or formerly called the Facebook Ads Manager. So if we want to start creating an advertisement, when you've got the new format, this is the type of screen that you're going to see. It is broken down into step by step instead of showing you everything all at once when you first land there. They're trying to make it easier to use. I think they've copped a lot of criticism about Facebook being Facebook ads being very difficult for everybody to use, which is true unless you're experienced or have someone showing you what you're doing. So I think they're just trying to break it down and give you more opportunities to advertise, particularly keeping your traffic on the Facebook platform as well. So I'm going to take you through a couple of those options today. So if we want to kick off, it's going to explain to you the different options that you've got of where you can send your ad traffic to. So it says here you can send to a Facebook destination or enter a URL. So basically anywhere on Facebook or on the internet you can pretty much send an ad to, so long as it complies with Facebook advertising guidelines. But it gives you set examples based on the pages and other Facebook objects you've interacted with or used prior, so or that are attached to your profile, I should say. So it's got here getting started. It defines each of the objects that you can send traffic to and gives you an example that you may already be associated with. So I thought it might be a good opportunity to run through some of those examples today. Now, if you haven't been using your ads account very much, you're not going to see as many things listed as you can in here. I mean, this is only a few of the pages that I admin. So your page shouldn't look as busy as this. It should look a lot clearer, and I think that's Facebook's intention. So if they're saying, okay, you can use a URL, that's pretty straightforward. You can just enter in your URL that you want to send the ad to, just cut and paste it in here, or enter it in manually to set up an ad to the ad that runs off Facebook. If you want to run to a page, you can just start entering in the page as well, and it should come up here. So say for this one, I might want to put happy calories don't count in there. The interesting thing is when I put in a letter, it does give some other pages that I don't have anything to do with, so I'm not sure if that's a mistake or not. So if you have a page, just type the name in or select it from down here. The next option is to use an application. Now this is interesting. You would have seen the rise in the use of applications. You can see down here applications. So what's interesting, particularly if you have created your own app, this is a fantastic opportunity that you should be jumping on in advertising it. You can select your app, for example, and this is just an app that creates my custom tab, but if you had an app that actually served a function, like it was a restaurant finder, for example, or a fan page creation tool, you could select the app, and then you can either do a straight advertisement where you just have a new advert where you have a headline and copy and go from there. The other major change is that you'll see the previews here now rather than underneath where you used to write it up. So you need to look on the right hand side, which takes a little bit of getting used to when you're so used to seeing it underneath. So not only have they made other changes, there's little changes like this to the layout of the screen, so you should be able to see it, so you don't have to click see on screen to see what it's going to look like. This gives you a much better idea of what it's going to look like on Facebook directly. So you can have a straight ad. You could also have an ad about people sharing your application. Unfortunately, because none of my friends have shared it, I can't show this advert preview to you, because of course they haven't shared it because it's an application that only I've used. I don't really have another application to show you that I'm an admin of, unfortunately. But that would be quite successful, where it would show you know, it would say to your target audience that one of their friends had shared that app, or even better still, you can have just targeting friends of fans who have used the app, which is even better. So when it's got you know, something like Victoria Gibson used the app. So say, for example, it was Lejour, the Facebook fan page creation tool, or the custom tab creation tool, I should say. It could say to some of my friends who Lejour had targeted as most likely to want their application that their friend had used it. So it's another form of that viral recommendations, which is excellent. So excuse that jackhammer or whatever is in the background that's decided to start up while I'm having a chat to you. So I think that's, you know, this is a great opportunity. You can also put a URL. So you could put in here, this is optional, you could also put in say it was Lejour, I could put in their web address here, and you know, that would then show up on the ad too, so people could understand what website to go and find out more. And then the targeting is still pretty much the same with regard to the demographics. You choose your location, you can choose your region, your town or your city, down to we call it postcode. You in America would have, if you are in America, that is, you would have zip code there, postcodes for us. So this is exciting because this is new. If it's in Australia though, let me just check whether they're giving us that option. No, they're not really wanting to give us. Yeah, I don't think I can do oh, here we are. Let me just. No, we only go down to city. We don't have a postcode or zip code function. I thought because it said postcode there that we might have had it, but we don't. We still can only go down to what we call suburbs. So that hasn't changed. That's remained the same there. But going down into, I won't go jump down into the targeting right now because I want to show you the rest of the options up here before I get ahead of myself. So if I do that, so I've gone through pages, applications, events. This is quite cool too. You could create an event, and then if I just put this in here as a sample event, what we can do is we can market the event using ads. So we can still have a headline and copy and say, you know, can't wait to see you there, whatever. I'm just making that up. This would not be a good ad, but just to see, so you can see the text. Can't wait to see you there, or, you know, will we see you there would probably be a better kind of call to action. Will we see you there? Or engaging statement. Will we see you there? And then people who see this ad can see how many people have already RSVP'd to the event, and also click on join and RSVP straight from the ad, which is excellent. So you can set up a different image. You don't have to have just that set image there because obviously that's not a very enticing image. And then you can target as per usual here. And I think that, you know, that could be a great strategy for promoting an event rather than sending it to people in your personal or to your personal friends, which, you know, I find that super annoying unless it's an actual social event. But if it's a business event, it's much better to be targeting the people who are more likely to come than just your friends. So the other opportunity for that you can market. Now these things, you have been able to have ads to applications and events for a while. This isn't new. It's just that this layout is new. The places one is interesting because you can actually market to people who've checked in. So that's the biggest difference here. So you can have here stories about friends liking the place, but also stories about their friends checking in. Now, because none of my friends have checked in here, they can't do it, display a preview, but you get the idea. It would show, you know, that to friends and fans that their friend had checked in at this place. So another form of recommendation, which is great. If we go back to pages, they're the main elements, but if we go back to pages, I want to show you just a few of the features where you can look at how to promote your page posts and other elements on your page. So I just want you to be clear on that. So it asks you, what do you want to promote? The page or a specific post? So if I want to promote a page, it's all very straightforward and not much has changed. the only thing is it will give you the opportunity to do a straight advert with a header and copy like this, and you upload your own image, or you can do a specific post from that page, which these can work quite well, particularly if you craft your post cleverly. You can get a lot more interaction on your page and a lot more sharing and engagement. So you can actually have this running on autopilot and select always promote my recent post, and every time you update your page, that can go out as an ad. Now you'd want to be making sure that your posts are within the character limit and keep and look good as an ad, but this is a good sort of having it on autopilot way to keep to maximize or amplify your posts out to your target audience. And you could keep this nice and targeted. You could actually just do it to people who liked your page, so you're making sure that everybody does see it, because with the newsfeed algorithm, not everyone sees it all of the time. So this is a good way to make sure particularly important posts are seen. So it would just say people see just the most recent post. You can put your URL in there if you want to, but that's a good option. Or you can choose a page post. So if I've set one up like this one, there's a video about Carmela's new program. I'd probably want to rejig this bit here that's got click here. It's supposed to say click here to register, but there's too many characters. So we might just want to take that to register off and redo that post with a video. And that's you see how much more real estate, you're almost getting twice the real estate, the advertising real estate that you get with a normal ad. So this is another great opportunity, and the ads are also a lot cheaper. So it's definitely something to consider. These ads can, as far as actual conversions are concerned, these ads don't necessarily convert as well straight off the bat, but they're great relationship building tools and engagement tools for your page. So keep that in mind. So you just need to select your most recent post, and then you can go ahead with your targeting. I just wanted to make sure we covered all the options of what you can advertise up here in this section. Then we move down to who you're going to advertise to. So now this, the demographic information here hasn't changed much. You can still, choose your location. You will see, if you're in the United States, for example, you will see it different here, in that you can actually go down to your zip code. It's probably called postcode for us, but I'm sure it would be zip code for you guys in the States. So you can target right down to that, which is, super exciting. I think one of the best opportunities about Facebook ads that there is, just the opportunity to really zero in on your area targeting, particularly if you're a local business. You can pop in your age as usual. Require exact age match means that Facebook won't show your ad outside that age range. Sometimes they do if you don't tick that box, and they'll give it to you at a cheaper price. But if you're targeting a very specific age set, then I wouldn't advise leaving that unchecked. Your gender as usual. Now, as I've talked about before, you can put in your precise interests here. These are pages that your ideal audience would likely be interacting with. So for example, if this is about pleasurable natural weight loss, there might be a few pages here that sit well with Carmela's audience. She talks about things like the law of attraction, or some other elements. So something that would fit well with that would be someone like Marianne Williamson. So we can put in here Marianne Williamson. And now the best thing is, I didn't used to like these hashtags that much, but lately they seem to have refined them a lot, and they're a lot more specific than they used to be. So if there is a hashtag, it just means someone has spoken about that topic on their wall or interacted with a post that has that listed there. If you want to get very specific, you can actually put Marianne Williamson. I'm hoping I can put Marianne Williamson. Yes, so I would select just her name there. Now also, if I went back, I would also select Carmela's audience is above 30, so I might even go just 30 to 65, and they're female primarily. So I'll just tick that so you can get an idea. The audience is sitting at 83,000, which is a good number. Now, the suggested likes and interests are also a lot better than they were before. You get a lot more opportunities here. So they've connected with things, the authors and interests that are similar to Marianne Williamson. So I could choose a few of these if I wanted to. So I might choose, say, Deepak Chopra on here. Now that's going to pop it up quite high because I know he's got a very big following. Now, the other thing is I used to shy away from these broad categories too because I just sort of thought they were lazy targeting. Where they can come in handy is if I say, okay, I know that my product is, or that Carmela's product here for pleasurable weight loss is all really about say busy mums. Well, one of the best ways to target mums on Facebook is to go into family status in broad category targeting and go into parents all, or say I want, mums who have older children. If you have different products for different age children, this can be a very helpful target or broad category targeting. Same with the newlyweds targeting there and expecting parents. You didn't used to be able to target via those. So this is a great opportunity. So I can tick parents and it's narrowed my targeting down, which is great. And then I don't want people who are already connected to the page because I want to start recruiting likes and new people to the brand. So then I'll show it to only people who are not connected to Carmela's page. If I had a special promotion going for people who are already in my audience, then I might want to put only people connected. It's good to split these so you can see the difference in response. You'll generally get a much higher click-through rate from people who are already connected to your page. And you can also target friends of your current fans, which also gives you a higher click-through rate too, because they will see that their friend already likes your page underneath their ad, so it's good social proof. So we could put that in there if we wanted to. We won't in this instance because we're still building up the page. Now this is, as I said in my last video, don't get caught into leaving this as to, click on the ad is good. Don't get caught into clicking this objective that you want people to like, show this to people most likely to like my page, because you will automatically be bidding CPM, which is where you pay for every time your ad is displayed 1,000 times across the network. But even in this, it's not, it won't even really show you that. It's just going to say how much do you want to spend per day. We'll just show it run of Facebook that day, sitting in with your targeting. So you could end up paying like $3 a click that way. So I don't recommend that you choose that. I recommend that you choose that you want people most likely to click on your ad or sponsored story, because that's really what you want it measured, and you want to be able to bid for how much you're happy to pay per click. So you just put your campaign name, something to remember here, and say we might want to spend just on this ad, we might just want to try it out, so we might just want to spend $20 a day. And then you've got a suggested bid here of 91 cents to $1.42. Always bid within that bid range just to get your ad running, and then you can pull it down later if you wish. So I might just put it a touch over there at 95 cents. Then I want to review the ad and make sure everything's okay. Okay, and so I might just want to call it something so I remember, and then I can see, okay, that's fine. If you want to see where that goes, we'll just click on that, preview the link to make sure that the link's working, and it will go to an enlarged version of that post where people can watch the video and then they can comment underneath. So the video doesn't autoplay, they have to play it, but there's also a link in there where they can go and go to her custom app on the fan page, which asks for a sign up, and it does have an autoplay video on there, but that's just got some admin stuff on there on the top there. So that's basically, then we say, okay, great, and we can place the order and wait for it to be approved and go from there. So really there's just been a few changes with the ad manager that I've run through there, that they've just tried to make it a little bit more simple, and and added some more options for advertising on Facebook. So don't be daunted, jump in, try it out and see how you go. And yeah, I think it's really worth exploring the opportunities, particularly using Facebook page post ads, ads to events, ads to using videos in your page post ads. All of those things are definitely worth experimenting with to increase your engagement. So good luck, and if you have any more questions, please come to my Facebook page at fb.com/adqueenpage. That's ADQUEENPAGE, and just head over and like my page and ask a question. I'd be happy to help you out. I hope you have a great day.